Welcome to the world of wonders, where history unfolds its most bizarre secrets. Today, we're diving deep into the annals of time to uncover 10 weird historical stories and facts that will leave you amazed and intrigued. From headless chickens that defied death to princes who washed their hands in blood, history is filled with tales that challenge our understanding and captivate our imagination. Get ready to journey through time with us as we unearth the lesser-known, stranger-than-fiction stories that history books often overlook. These are the tales that will make you question everything you thought you knew about the past. So, buckle up and prepare to be astounded. Let's explore 10 weird historical stories and facts that are sure to leave you saying, "I never knew that." Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell to join us on our quest to uncover the extraordinary and the ordinary. Number 10. Picture this, Paris, 1808. The city of love, art, and dueling hot air balloons? That's right. Our story begins with two gentlemen, Monsieur de Grandpré and Monsieur de Pique, who found themselves entangled in a heated love triangle. To settle the score and prove their superiority, they concocted a plan that was as lofty as it was ludicrous. On the 3rd of May, these daring duelists decided that the ground was simply too mundane for their confrontation. Instead, they took to the skies in hot air balloons. Each man, armed with a primitive shotgun and accompanied by a co-pilot to handle the balloon, prepared for a duel that would be remembered for centuries. As they ascended over the rooftops of Paris, the tension was palpable. Monsieur de Pique fired first, but his shot went wide, missing its mark. The fate of this airborne battle now rested in the hands of Monsieur de Grandpré. With a steady hand and a keen eye, de Grandpré took aim and fired. His shot struck true, hitting de Pique's balloon. In an instant, the balloon began to deflate, plummeting to the ground below. Tragically, both Monsieur de Pique and his co-pilot met their untimely end. This strange and tragic duel, fought high above the streets of Paris, was a testament to the lengths people will go to for love and honor. So, the next time you hear someone talking about sky-high ambitions or love being in the air, remember the incredible story of Monsieur de Grandpré and Monsieur de Pique's hot air balloon duel. Number 9. Genghis Khan, the name that echoes through history as the great Mongolian warrior king, known for his unparalleled conquests and brutal reign. But did you know that his legacy extends far beyond his empire? Thanks to modern DNA testing, we now know that Genghis Khan's genetic footprint is astoundingly vast. A groundbreaking study in 2003 revealed that about 8% of men living in the former Mongol Empire carry identical Y chromosomes. Let's break that down. That's 0.5% of the male population worldwide, translating to a staggering 16 million descendants alive today. That's almost double the population of London. This incredible lineage dates back around 1,000 years, pointing to one man, the great Genghis Khan. His empire spanned from Asia to the Caspian Sea, characterized by widespread brutality and, unfortunately, a lot of forced procreation. Genghis Khan's family was prolific, to say the least. His eldest son alone reportedly fathered 40 sons and numerous daughters. Imagine the exponential growth of such a lineage over the centuries. While it's impossible to definitively prove without a sample of Khan's own DNA, the evidence strongly suggests that these identical Y chromosomes are indeed linked to the Mongolian conqueror. The vast number of his descendants is a testament to his impact on history, both on the battlefield and in the gene pool. So, the next time you meet someone with a particularly adventurous spirit or a knack for conquering challenges, they just might be channeling the legacy of Genghis Khan. Number 8. World War II was a time of intense innovation and, sometimes, outright weirdness. One of the most ingenious and peculiar inventions of the era was the exploding rat. Yes, you heard that right, exploding rats. The concept was as wild as it sounds. Allied forces devised a plan to skin rats, fill them with plastic explosives, and sew them back up, making them look like ordinary dead rodents. These explosive rats were intended to be placed near German boilers, such as those on trains or military bases. The idea was that unsuspecting Nazi soldiers would throw these rats into the fire along with the coal, causing a massive explosion. The small amount of explosive would be amplified by the high pressure within the boiler, leading to significant damage and chaos. The plan was not just about causing physical damage. It aimed to inject panic and fear among the German hierarchy and population, disrupting their operations and morale. However, the exploding rodents never saw action. The Germans intercepted a container full of these explosive rats before they could be deployed. This discovery led to a frantic search for more of these deadly rodents, causing the Germans to waste countless man-hours. Interestingly, the trouble caused by the mere idea of these exploding rats proved to be more successful than their actual use would have been. The organization behind this clever scheme concluded that the disruption and panic among the Germans were victories in themselves. So, the next time you hear about unconventional warfare, remember the tale of the exploding rats, a bizarre but brilliant plan that showcases the creativity and ingenuity of wartime strategies. Number 7. Our tale begins in the late 19th century, in the princely state of Hyderabad, India. Meet Mir Osman Ali Khan, the Nizam of Hyderabad, whose wealth came from the dazzling diamond mines of his region. But this wasn't just any ordinary wealth, it was the kind of wealth that could buy a diamond the size of an ostrich egg. Yes, you heard that right. The Nizam purchased a $82.9 million diamond at that time, and in a true display of eccentricity, he used it as a paperweight. His lavish lifestyle didn't stop there. He owned a wardrobe that stretched a mile long, filled with the finest silks and muslins. And if that wasn't enough, the Nizam also had an underground vault packed with broken trucks and lorries overflowing with gold coins and precious gems. His wealth was beyond imagination, but so were his eccentricities. The Nizam's biggest vice was undoubtedly his love life. He had a staggering 86 mistresses and fathered at least 100 illegitimate sons. This tangled web of relationships would later lead to one of the most chaotic inheritance battles in history. Upon his death, the Nizam left behind $49 million in a London bank account. And here's where the drama truly unfolds. A whopping 470 of his descendants came forward to stake their claim on this fortune. The legal battle that ensued was nothing short of legendary. Each claimant, armed with stories and evidence, sought a share of the Nizam's immense wealth. The courtroom became a theater of intrigue and high stakes, reflecting the chaotic legacy of the diamond ruler. So, the next time you think about family inheritance disputes, remember the extraordinary saga of Mir Osman Ali Khan, the Nizam of Hyderabad. His life was a testament to unimaginable wealth, eccentricities, and a legacy that sparked one of the largest inheritance battles ever. Number 6. August 6, 1945. A date that marked a devastating moment in history. A nuclear device exploded above the Japanese city of Hiroshima, instantly killing approximately 130,000 people. But amidst this unimaginable destruction, a remarkable story of survival emerged. Meet Tsutomu Yamaguchi, a man who was in Hiroshima on business that fateful day. Standing just 3 kilometers, 1.8 miles, from the center of the blast, Tsutomu suffered serious burns to his left side, damaged eardrums, and temporary blindness. Despite his injuries, he found refuge in an air raid shelter and managed to rest that night. The next day, feeling well enough to travel, Tsutomu made his way home, to Nagasaki. Little did he know, his ordeal was far from over. On August 9, 1945, just 3 days after surviving Hiroshima, Tsutomu was back at work in Nagasaki. Suddenly, another nuclear bomb was dropped, resulting in the deaths of an estimated 50,000 people. Incredibly, Tsutomu Yamaguchi once again escaped death. Tsutomu became the only known person to survive both nuclear attacks. His resilience and determination were nothing short of extraordinary. Despite the severe trauma and injuries he endured, Tsutomu lived a full life, passing away in 2010 at the age of 93. Number 5. The life of Jesus is a topic shrouded in both mystery and debate. While evidence suggests that Jesus lived and was crucified by the Roman prefect of Judea, Pontius Pilate, the exact dates of his life remain elusive. One of the most contentious aspects is the date of his birth. Contrary to popular belief, there is no historical evidence that pinpoints December 25th as the actual birth date of Jesus. Even Pope Benedict XVI has questioned this date, suggesting that the 6th century monk Dionysius Exiguus may have miscalculated. Most scholars agree that Jesus was likely born between 6 and 4 BCE. The Bible provides no specific dates or even seasons for his birth. The only hint we get is from the shepherds tending their flocks by night, suggesting it might have been cold. So how did December 25th become the celebrated date of Jesus' birth? The answer lies in the early days of Christianity, around 300 CE, when the religion was still striving to establish itself in the Roman Empire. Christian leaders noticed the popularity of pagan festivals and decided they needed their own annual celebration to rival these events. The date chosen for Christmas is remarkably close to the pagan celebration of Yule, on December 21st, and coincides with the Roman festival of Saturnalia and the Iranian celebration of the birth of Mithras. After some debate on whether the day should be celebrated at all, the first official celebration of Christ's birth took place in Rome in 336 CE. This strategic choice helped Christianity gain a stronger foothold by aligning with existing traditions. So, the next time you celebrate Christmas on December 25th, remember that the date was carefully chosen by early church leaders to help Christianity flourish in a world full of diverse traditions. Number 4. April 11, 1865. Just 3 days before his assassination, President Abraham Lincoln shared a disturbing dream with his close friend Ward Hill Lamon. This dream would soon take on a haunting significance. In his biography, Recollections of Abraham Lincoln 1847 to 1865, Lamon recounts how Lincoln described waking up in the White House to the sound of weeping. He wandered from room to room, finding no living person in sight. Eventually, Lincoln entered the East Room, where he discovered a large catafalque with a corpse laid upon it, shrouded in funeral vestments. Surrounding the scene were soldiers and mourners, their sobbing filling the air. Lincoln approached the corpse and asked one of the soldiers, "Who is dead in the White House?" The soldier's chilling reply, "The president, he was killed by an assassin." Many have interpreted this dream as a prophetic vision, but it might also reflect the immense strain Lincoln was under. He had received numerous death threats and, following the bloody and destructive Civil War, an attempt on his life was a very real possibility. Lincoln's dream, whether prophetic or a manifestation of his fears, proved to be tragically timely. Within 3 days of recounting it to Lamon, on April 14, 1865, Lincoln was assassinated by John Wilkes Booth. The eerie accuracy of Lincoln's dream continues to fascinate historians and adds a haunting layer to the legacy of one of America's greatest presidents. So, the next time you hear about prophetic dreams, remember the chilling tale of President Lincoln's premonition. Number 3. Our story begins in 1945 on a farm in Colorado, where farmer Lloyd Olson was preparing for a typical day of chicken slaughtering. Little did he know, this day would be anything but typical. Lloyd had already swung his axe to kill 40 chickens, but when he struck Mike, something extraordinary happened. The axe didn't completely sever the jugular vein, and after the blow, Mike simply stood back up and carried on as if nothing had happened. A few days later, it became clear that Mike wasn't giving up. Astonished, Lloyd and his wife decided to care for him, feeding and watering Mike using a pipette. Curious about this miraculous survival, Mike was taken to the University of Utah for further examination. Scientists discovered that the brainstem was still intact, meaning Mike was operating much like a brain-dead human, able to perform basic functions. Back on the farm, word of the headless chicken spread like wildfire. Local residents flocked to see Mike, and the Olsons began charging spectators a quarter for the privilege. Mike the chicken lived on for an incredible 18 months, becoming a minor celebrity in the process. His story captivated the nation, proving that life can persist in the most unexpected ways. So, the next time you hear about miraculous survival stories, remember the tale of Mike the Headless Chicken, the incredible bird who defied death and left an indelible mark on history. Number 2. Franz Ferdinand, Crown Prince of Bohemia, Austria, had a passion that defined him: hunting. With exclusive access to vast hunting grounds, Franz pursued his passion with unparalleled zeal. His meticulous diaries reveal staggering numbers, approximately 300,000 kills of various game species, including a remarkable 5,000 deer. But Franz didn't stop there. He preserved around 100,000 of these animals, stuffing them and proudly displaying them in his Czech castle. Hunting was more than just a hobby for Franz, it was a way of life. He eagerly sought out hunting trips on every official excursion, challenging sharpshooters to contests where he often emerged victorious. Franz Ferdinand's passion for hunting not only shaped his personal life but also his public image. His exploits became legendary, showcasing his skill and determination in the pursuit of game. So, the next time you think about royal pastimes, remember the astonishing tale of Franz Ferdinand, the crown prince whose hunting prowess knew no bounds. Number 1. Vlad Dracul, ruler of Wallachia and modern Romania during the late 15th century, was a figure steeped in both history and horror. Born into a family with ties to the Order of the Dragon, tasked with defending Christendom against the Ottoman Turks, Vlad's early life was marked by captivity and brutality. He and his brother Radu spent years as hostages of the Turkish Murad II, witnessing the horrors of impalement firsthand. Upon becoming ruler, Vlad's methods of punishment were as infamous as they were brutal. Impalement became his preferred method to punish aristocrats and peasants alike. Legend has it that Vlad Dracul would dip his bread in the blood of his victims, a gruesome ritual that only fueled stories of his association with vampires, undead creatures of folklore in Romania and the Balkans. Although historical accounts vary, a German poem from the time describes Vlad not as a blood drinker but as someone who washed his hands in his victim's blood before dining. Vlad met his end in a battle outside Bucharest on December 26, 1476. His severed head was famously presented to Sultan Mehmet II on a pole, a macabre scene that may have contributed to vampire folklore. So, the next time you hear tales of vampires, remember the chilling legacy of Vlad the Impaler, a ruler whose reign of terror left an indelible mark on history. And there you have it. 10 mind-boggling historical stories and facts that remind us just how strange and fascinating our past can be. From duels and hot air balloons to headless chickens and prophetic dreams, these tales not only entertain but also shed light on the unexpected twists of history. We hope you've enjoyed this journey through the weird and wonderful corners of history. If you've been intrigued by these stories, don't forget to give us a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel for more captivating content, and hit that bell icon so you never miss an update. Thank you for watching. Until next time, keep exploring, keep discovering, and keep questioning the mysteries that make our world so endlessly fascinating.